Okay, good grief. This will be the third time I've tried to do this. So maybe I'll get it right this time. So real quick, I'm going to show you how to use your calculator to find this value right here. This value. And I will show you how to use your calculator to find this value. Okay. So those numbers right there. So to find your critical value, remember this little area right under here, that's an area to the left. So all you have to do that is go to, this is a normal distribution, remember, so go to distribution. And since we know the area, and that's what this 0.025 is, it's the area. Since we know that area, we go to option number 3, which is inverse norm. You simply type in the area that you know, 0.025. We're talking about a z-score. We want a z-score. That's what this is. A critical value is our z-score. So you leave it 0 and 1. You tab down to paste, and you press enter, and have to enter one more time, and it gives you negative 1.9599. So round that to negative 1.96. And remember, we wrote down negative 1.96 right here and positive 1.96 right here because it's an interval right here. It's a confidence interval, so it has a beginning and an end, a lower bound and an upper bound. The lower critical value was negative 1.96, and the upper critical value was 1.96. So that's where you get that number. Now, to actually get the confidence interval, you're going to use the stat button. You press stat, and you're going to go over here to where it says tests. And option number 7, it says Z interval. And remember, when we were doing StatCrunch, we did Z stats. So we're going to do again Z interval. And why are you using Z? We're using Z because we know the sigma. We know this number right here, the population standard deviation. Since we know that, so I'm going to choose option number 7. And just like on StatCrunch, we had to tell that we have statistics, a summary statistics, not data. If we had a list of numbers, we would click data and then we would tell it where we have our numbers, but we don't. So you want to highlight that. And the way you highlight that, I believe, is just you move over and you press enter. That's on data. You move over and you press enter. Now it's on stats. Okay, so once you get it on stats, it asks you for your population standard deviation, and we put that in as 21.2. It asks for our sample mean, that's 131.4. We type that in, and then it asks for our sample size, which is 1,000. 0.95 right here comes as the default value, so that's what they want, a 95% confidence interval. So all we have to do is go down here to calculate, and when we hit calculate, it gives us the answers right there. 130.09, 130 point, you round that to 1 decimal place instead of 2, and you get 130.1. And this one right here is 132.7. So 132.7. So that's what it is. For those of you who don't have the 84, I would imagine that when you type in the Z interval, you pick option 7, it probably just gives you parentheses. And I'm guessing that the same information that we typed in would be what you're going to type in. You're going to type in, oh, I did the wrong thing. You want number 7. And it'll probably, I don't know if it's going to ask you if you want data or stats. I don't know. But if it asks you, then you pick that. And then this will be, it'll probably be 21.2, comma, 131.4, comma, 1,000, comma, 0.95. And then you'll close the parentheses. I'm sure that's how you type it in. If not, let me know, and I will try to figure it out by getting my hands on an 83. Okay, so that's how you use the calculator. You can find your critical value by typing in the area, and then you can use Z interval to get your answer. Okay?